right, you guys, good morning. We are on day 2 of our 12 days of books, 12 days of Christmas. Day 2, I do have an offering for you guys. I'm excited about that. But before I talk about it, because I would like to speak intelligently, I'm going to go have to find some caffeine. And before I do that, I need to do a bit of a skincare routine. So I'm starting with the M61 pill pad. This is a glycolic, salicylic acid, and vitamin K 1 minute exfoliator. We are stepping up our exfoliation game just a tad because right now the biggest thing that I deal with is texture, and I do have a few dark spots. I probably could turn on some light. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Overhead lights are not too bad. I don't know what's better. Oh yeah, let me turn on some light on the situation. These pill pads, I'm using these pill pads. What am I trying to say? I'm stepping up the exfoliation because I really want to work on a little bit of the texture that I have. And not too much, but I was really at a point where I was only exfoliating sometimes even once every 2 weeks. I've really stopped exfoliating so much because trying to protect my skin barrier, but I am also a woman of a certain age. I get texture. Not so much worried about wrinkles. I don't have a whole lot of those. I have this one line right here. And I think that just makes me look smart. But anyway, this is just a 1 minute glycolic pill. And then I will follow up with Naturium's azelaic acid. Try to let this sink in a little bit. A double exfoliation, I guess. Yeah. I might be doing the most, you guys, but I'm gonna follow up with the azelaic acid. I really don't have, I have like one dark spot here that is going away and just a few around my face. So I'm not really all that concerned about dark spots, but texture is a thing for me. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna follow up with my Hyperglow serum from Dime Beauty. It's a vitamin C ferulic that just dripped all over my pajamas. Yeah, this is not the most aesthetic video, but yeah. But this is a great serum. It's very much reminiscent of the SkinCeuticals. And it does give me a bit of a glow. And it doesn't smell as much like old hot dog water. Now, if I go venture out to get the coffee or well, I'm probably gonna get chai. I've really been drinking chais. Coffee has been doing some things to my stomach. Wash my hands. If I venture out, I'm gonna go get some chai, so I probably should put some sunscreen on, but I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and do a new thing that I've been doing, which is putting my toners and essences on after I've put on my actives. So the pink drink, because I love anything pink, it matches my PJs, and my living room. Yes, I have a pink living room. If you haven't seen it, I'll pop it up. So I'm gonna put that on. We're gonna let it sink in. I do have a little fan. It's a little man that someone gave me. It's like the Martian, which I feel like real life vlog, y'all. Which reminds me of Project Hail Mary, which I have been reading for 2 years and have not finished. And I have no logical explanation as to why. But this is also a fan. Doesn't that feel good? Okay. I'm filming this video for YouTube. Then I do a condensed version for TikTok. And, or if I'm saying this on TikTok, I'm filming this for the Red Button channel, but then I have to condense it here on TikTok. So a lot of this will be cut out if you're watching this on TikTok. I'm gonna do the Fenty Fat Water. This stuff feels so good. I'm not that crazy about the scent. It's the same scent as the original body butter, and I cannot wear that. I cannot have this scent on my face all day. And it has nothing to do with Fenty or Rihanna or anybody else. It's not a bad scent. It's just something in it irritates me. So it's okay for the essence because it's on Once it dries down, I don't smell it anymore, but I literally cannot use her fabulous body butter because that scent stays with you all day. And while it's not a bad scent, I don't hate it. It smells really good. It irritates me, so. When she does do the limited edition body butters though, I'm all over those because I love her body butter. A good alternative though to the Fenty, because it has a very, very similar texture and it is just as hydrating and moisturizing and it costs less. It's the Naturium, the Glow Getter multi oil body butter. This stuff is so good. I just discovered it a few days ago and I'm kind of obsessed. But if I had to match the texture of this with a texture of another really good body product, the Fenty. It's very close to the Fenty. Not quite as thick as the Fenty, but it's thick enough. And on already moisturized, not dehydrated skin, it even leaves you with a glow. I love it. Another alternative is the Kiehl's body butter as well, which is my absolute favorite, the whipped one in the jar. It is not as thick in texture as this. I prefer that one more for the summer, this one for the winter. Again, footage that will probably make it here on YouTube that won't make it on TikTok. So you are getting a little bit more. And then I'm gonna follow up with a moisturizer. I've been using the Dew Instant Angel facial moisturizer. I used it last night and I think that it is not quite what I need for night, but this is a thick moisturizer. She's very creamy going on and very thick, but it doesn't, I don't wake up feeling as if I've truly moisturized. And I think that's partially because at the end of the day, I'm always going to be a La Mer girl. I like the way the La Mer, the Creme de la Mer, the original moisturizing cream in the winter just seals everything in. So I tried this last night. It was just okay. And for night, but I think for day, it's kind of perfect, especially for going out in the elements and because I'm going to put more than likely either makeup or sunscreen or both over it. So it's great for daytime. I'm gonna stop right here. I need to go get dressed and do some other things. But when I'm back, I will hopefully be somewhat caffeinated and a little less groggy. Not that I'm that groggy, but a little less groggy. Also, I can feel like a little tickle in my throat and I hope I'm not coming down with anything because ain't nobody got time for that, okay? So I'm gonna go and get myself together on that front and then I'll be back with our second book for the 12 days. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, I'm all caffeinated up, y'all, and I'm ready to talk about book number 2. I skipped around my Goodreads list. This was a book that I'm wanting to say I read in the summer. Very popular, very, very popular book. I've read 3 Taylor Jenkins Reid books in my life since I discovered Taylor Jenkins Reid. Daisy Jones and the Six, One True Loves, and this baby right here. When I tell you there's a twist in this book that got me, and usually I don't get got like that. Usually I can figure out what's going to happen, or at least partially what's going to happen. But this right here, I did not see it coming. And when it came, it hit me like a train. Just body parts everywhere. I was destroyed. I was broken. I cried. I did not expect to cry in this book. And I will say that people were very good about avoiding spoilers when it came to this book. Granted, I didn't watch a lot of reviews. I didn't read a lot of reviews because I didn't want to know. The funny thing about this book, though, it came out in 2017, I do believe. Yeah, 2017 is the copyright on it. I got this book brand new in a subscription box, that FabFitFun box. I used to love my FabFitFun boxes, but I did end up with a lot of things that I never used. But anyway, this book came in one of my FabFitFun boxes, and I was not reading that much in 2017, and what I was reading was mostly like self-help and nonfiction. So this book just kind of sat there, and then time passed. Pandemics happened. I remodeled my room, put it in a box. Like, it ended up in storage for a while. We then ended up selling our house and moving temporarily to another house for almost a year, and it went into storage. And then we built the house that we're currently in now, and I just read it this year. So I've had this book as a brand new book for years. I didn't even open it. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even read anything. I didn't date it like I normally do. Like, I date books. You know, I'll read the first page or two, or read the first paragraph, whatever. Had I done that, I probably would have read it right when I got it. 7 years later, 2017, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 7 years later, it took me 7 years to read this book. By that time, people had been singing the praises of this book. There are some people who didn't like it or don't get it or whatever. And girl, that's fine. That's fine. Everything ain't for everybody. If you like a read that, again, I read a lot of books about strong women or women who had to make tough decisions, about women's lives being upended or changing. And this was just one of those books that fit that category and resonated so much with me. I love a good woman's story, a story where a woman, you know, she beats insurmountable odds and she goes on to do great things. Or at the very least, you know, she tells you about her life and she makes amends for the things she's done. Both of those types of stories exist in this book. And if you're interested in something like that, it's about Hollywood, but like old Hollywood, the way the women relate to each other. And there's just a twist that comes that maybe you might see coming, but I sure didn't. But that made this book so freaking enjoyable and made it one of my favorite books ever. I don't even want to read it again because I've already read it. It's one of those books that you wish you could read again for the first time. So I'm kind of glad that I waited the 7 years, especially because the headspace that I was in when I read this book too, it was perfect. I may pick her up again, but I know that it's not going to hit the same. I just know, but you know, maybe I'll get some different type of insight. It definitely couldn't hurt things. That's for sure. I love this one. Gave it 5 stars. I'm not sure where this falls in the 5-star category. I think I had a couple of other 5-star reads before I got to this one, but I highly, highly recommend The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It's definitely my kind of book. And if you have read anything that I've recommended so far, then it might be yours too. So that's day 2. I got through it. I don't know why. I just sounded like a little old lady. Y'all, it feels like I'm trying to catch a cold, and I really don't need one because I just got over a cold. But something is really rattling my throat. And now is not the time because I'm on a roll with these videos. So let me go ahead and edit this so I can get it up today, the day after Christmas, Boxing Day. And I will try very hard to see you with our 3rd book tomorrow. All right, you guys. See ya.